at our event, we are trying to create the similar environment. And especially in the link building business, which is so saturated and so spammed as well. I think the number one factor to stand out is trust.
Hey everybody, welcome back for another episode of Jolly SEO's TLDR. This week we are joined by Jabez Reuben. Jabez, I'm excited for this intro because you run your agency, The Blueprint, a SaaS, Link Validator, and your event business, which we're going to talk about, Link Building Mastery. So thank you so much for taking the time. I know you're trying to get out the door like me to meet up in Shenzhen for another conference.
Right. Hey, first of all, thanks for having me, Greg. We've been waiting to do this podcast for a pretty long time, and yeah, I'm so glad we are finally doing this.
Yeah, no, likewise, I'm grateful. I caught wind of your event business first, to be honest, and everyone speaks so highly of this. I think it's easy when you're in our space to think you know about link building, but there are so many tactics. And the thing about your event is you're bringing together people at a very high level in our space. I haven't been invited yet, but we'll see. We'll see when that happens. I'm curious, what's the story behind the event business? Can you share with us? Like, how did this start? What made you think about organizing this?
So, backstory. I think 20 or 2 years ago, when we were in Chiang Mai for Chiang Mai SEO conference, a few friends who run link agencies like Julian Goldie, SEO Jesus, my friend from Get Me Links, Alejandro, and a couple of other guys. I think we were around six guys. We just thought of let's do a mastermind session, just brainstorming mastermind session, all link building agency founders or CEOs. And yeah, it was six guys. We had a really good time, half a day, just brainstorming, solid mastermind. And then the following year, which is last year, we thought, okay, I thought let's do it again, and maybe invite more people and have a nicer, slightly bigger venue, and maybe some guys can do a couple of presentations as well, so we can get something more out of just a small mastermind. And then we got a nice venue, a really nice venue, so more people signed up. Then people wanted to buy into tickets, and then a couple of sponsors came in. Hey, your venue looks great, everything looks nice. We want to advertise, we want to sponsor the event. So we were thinking of 20 people, being 80 people for the event. So, and then we just did, because we did a whole day event, we thought, let's do it really well. Now that people have signed up, there are sponsors, let producers. And then after we did that event, one of the sponsors said that, hey, every event that you do, we are booking the title sponsorship. Like, we'll do it with you. Really liked it. So we thought, okay, while this is happening, and why not, let's do one more, and let's do out of Asia. So we said, let's do one in London. And we did one in London. So now this year, it will be the third event, and that in Chiang Mai in November 8th and 9th. This year, we are doing a 2-day event, 1 day for VIP and speakers, mastermind. And day 2 will be our speaker presentations on different topics.
Yeah, and
so that's a backstory of how it came about. It was very organic. We never planned of, okay, let's start doing events. We started with, let's do small mastermind. Then it led to a few workshops, but then it just started getting bigger. And this year I'm realizing that as you keep doing something consistently, if you're doing it properly, people start talking and telling others. So, the size starts getting bigger organically as well.
Yeah, the intentionality is really what struck me. People, like I said, really speak highly of this. And on your website, you say something about the goal here is to make the kind of connections you don't make on Slack threads, right? Like we all live and breathe digital these days. Yeah. But like you said, if you do it the right way, you're attracting people now. And that's what led me to want to speak with you today, because that's what I'm hearing from multiple attendees now. Like I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but the environment you created this in Chiang Mai also has something to do with it. For those don't know, it is a bit of a hub in the SEO world, but
Right.
you've somehow made your event like a microcosm of this. So can you kind of
Right.
speak to that? Like why in person, and what does that create? That
Right.
I love some digital communities, but probably just not the same feeling.
Right. So first of all, the whole environment in Chiang Mai, I mean, there have been people who have come years before me and have really, paved the way to build a very solid community here, like guys like Matt Diggity and Kyle Roof and a bunch of other guys who really put in a lot of hard work into making a very solid SEO community, a very healthy and very helpful community here where everyone is sharing, irrespective of the level of, you know, of your career or whether you're a newbie SEO or an experienced, everyone is welcome and everyone is helpful. So even when people come for the Chiang Mai SEO conference and they stay around, they're always helpful. It's not just the people who stay in Chiang Mai; it's people who are visiting through Chiang Mai. They quickly get to absorb the whole environment and feel of what the community standard is in Chiang Mai. So that's been really, really helpful. Like I've heard stories from people outside of Thailand in other countries where they share that they haven't come across an experience where the community is sharing secrets so freely and helping and giving ideas so freely. And that's a huge benefit that now we reap the benefits of being in this community. Now that everyone is so helpful, and then everyone who comes across the Chiang Mai SEO community or everyone who is visiting, they quickly adapt to this whole environment. So that's a huge benefit. Then, even at our event, we are trying to create a similar environment. And especially in the link building business, which is so saturated and so spammed as well. I think the number one factor to stand out is trust. And that's why meeting someone face to face and spending time with them through the day, especially if you're with them at the mastermind table, you spend the whole day with someone, just 5, 6 people, you're chatting with them, discussing with them. The level of trust that is built there cannot be replicated anywhere else. So that's what really helps. And I would say it's not just about our event, any event that you attend, and especially if you're doing a mastermind session, it's a huge, apart from networking, the trust building factor that you get sitting with someone at the mastermind for 5, 6 hours. And because you are learning from them, you're listening to them, you're giving your inputs to help them as well, that you won't be able to replicate anywhere else. Because even if you book a single meeting with someone, it's just for half an hour or 1 hour, right? And it's always, if you book a call, it's like right now, if you're doing a Zoom call, it's always, there's a factor, okay, maybe there's a sales pitch now going to come, but when you're sitting with someone without any agenda, but just to build and learn with each other, I think that's one of the highest levels of building trust. And I've got some of my biggest agency clients via attending various masterminds, not just our conference, but by attending different conferences in different countries.
Hey, hope you're enjoying the show. We're going to get right back to it. Real quick, if you're not sure how you're showing up in AI tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and the like, click on that first link in the description. If you fill that out for us, we'll send you your own AI visibility report and see how we can help you boost your results. All right, without further ado, remember that link and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, of course, right? When you're not pitching yourself aggressively, you end up attracting these ideal clients. That for anyone out there who hasn't invested in attending these, I'd highly recommend it. It's the same advice I give participating in a digital community, to be honest. Just contribute what you can genuinely, not aggressively pitching yourself. And you'll find it's quite a pleasant surprise. You're sitting down at lunch and someone just is pitching you on becoming a client to you. It's a very nice experience. I'm wondering though, for someone listening, maybe who's actually newer to our space and they are part of that crowd that feels it's hard to be heard among the noise, it is saturated. Can they still get value out of your events? Is this something for someone newer to the space?
100%. I mean, anyone at any level, again, whether attending our event or any other event, you always get to learn from attending events. It's all about what kind of mindset you are coming with. If you attend an event with the mindset that I know everything, I already know, there's nothing new that I can pick up from events, then definitely events are not your thing for sure. But if you're coming with the mindset of I'm going to definitely take out something, whether it's meeting someone, meeting a new SEO, and just learning the way they operate in the agency, whether it's sitting through the presentations or sitting through the masterminds, it's all about with what mindset you come for these events. You will 100%. And even if you are new and you think that the event that you're attending is a advanced or higher level event, at least in the events that I have attended in the SEO circle, I have always tried to, approach someone who is, really advanced, way ahead of me, and ask them questions like, hey, you did a great presentation, but can you break this down for me? 5 minutes, one question. Don't ask them to break down the whole thing, but hey, one question. Can you explain this to me? I have never heard a no from anyone. And I'm a major introvert myself. But, if you really want to get something out of events, whether beginner friendly or whether it's advanced, if you go with the right mindset that I'm definitely going to leave with something new, you will 100% learn a lot of things attending events.
Yeah. To underscore that, I was at an event last year, and one of the speakers at the conference will be both speaking at next Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They sat down with me for a breakfast and had very targeted questions, which made it really easy to answer. It wasn't a general, how do I do better? It was 4 specific issues they were facing because we run similar agencies and they happen to have seen us been doing it for a few years longer. And so, when you succeed through trial and error, for better and worse, you learn a lot of painful lessons, and it's a very human thing. There's nothing to be shy about asking questions. People actually love to spare another person that pain if you already had to go through it. So totally agree. So that's the value of attending an event about link building, as niche specific as that is. I just wanted really quick for the second half of this to get your thoughts on link building in particular as a tactic. We're going to be talking about it together in a panel, I know, which I'm excited for to hear your thoughts, but to share a little bit on the podcast, really quick, we have to talk about AI. It is the subject of the year. What role do you see it playing? And you can hit this from inside your agency operationally, or you can hit it from purely like technical SEO, or even whatever you like to call it, GEO, LLMO, AIO.
Right. So my take on SEO overall and including link building, has always been do all things, right? There's never been, at least in my strategy, there's never been a strategy where, okay, just focus on links or just focus on content or just focus on technical SEO. So, and I'm seeing a very similar pattern with, Geo or LLMOs or ranking and ChatGPT or various LLMs is content that's written well and brands that are cited well across multiple sites are getting the visibility. That's been, I would say, the 80-20 of ranking in all the LLMs and various AI generated, answers. So that's what we are still sticking on. Publish good quality content and keep building backlinks the right way. Diversify the way you build backlinks. Try to gain high authority, but you just can't, pump and get high authority links. So keep being cited in relevant places as well. And you will, if you're doing it correctly for Google so far, you will get picked up in various LLMs as well.
Okay, you said the right way, which, as you know, in our space, there's the full spectrum, right? There's fully black hat, fully white hat, and gray takes up most of that spectrum.
Right.
While we can't go over everything, I just want to know, in your opinion, what is one thing that you hear cited still in 2025 that kind of gets under your skin, or you just wish for other people that they weren't doing that practice because it's not helping them as much as they think it might be?
Right. Like for link requests, for backlink requests, this phrase, I want high DA, high PA links. That's something that's still, that bothers me a lot. It's like people are still being still stuck with high DA, high PA. Oh yeah, that's something that really triggers me. So
Is it the
apart from that,
emphasis on the third-party metric that is bothering you?
yes, or third party metrics, or it's just the old when we had started doing link building probably 8 or 9 years ago, where Moz was the you know the metric to check links. They never cared about the quality of sites or the traffic or the top ranking pages, anything like that. So whenever we get requests like that, it just indicates to me, that what m- what school of thought this person um, is coming from. He's still stuck in 2016 with Moz being, the main, factor for quality of link, and he's not going to care about relevancy. They're not going to care about traffic, and they are the ones who will probably end up buying cheaper links on Fiverr or somewhere where someone has inflated, artificially manipulated, and got a high DA and PA and with zero traffic, and they'll settle with that. So yeah, that's something that irritates me a lot.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. I know you go out on a limb when you do that because people hear you, but I think people need that education. And again, the point of the question was for their own good, right? If they could know that about
Right.
link building. Okay, so let's flip it. What about your advice for a starting link builder? We want to do it the right way, do all the things, but part of doing it the right way, in my opinion, is like one step at a time. So where would you tell them to start? I'm gonna guess not reselling lists they've been passed around over and over. Where would you actually have them start the first type of links they build?
Okay. So I'll answer it from the point of view of how we strategize for any client that is new into starting links. Like, let's say there's a new business, fresh site, maybe 3 months old, maybe 2 months old, and wants to get into the whole game of link building, right? So the first thing I would suggest anyone is, don't, even if you have a lot of resources, don't burn them right away. Don't put your money straight away into building a massive chunk of links right away. It looks unnatural. Go slow. So make sure even before you start building links, make sure a good chunk of content is published already. So it looks natural that, okay, now because the site has published a lot of content, that's why it's picking up links. So it looks natural. You just had the homepage and you start picking up a lot of links, that will look unnatural. So let's start from there. And then you start off with doing the right prospecting. Avoid these list building, kind of link building where you get a whole list from some reseller and you go through that route. First of all, most of them are spam sites. Plus, you will end up just paying a higher fee as well, unnecessary. So you can do your own prospecting. My favorite tool for prospecting is Ahrefs, Ahrefs Content Explorer, where you enter in your target keywords for your industry around your business, and you can add your filters, traffic filters, DR filters, and you can get a huge list of prospect sites you can reach out to, right? So that's the prospecting part. The way you reach out to those sites, it totally depends on what strategy you're going to take. Are you going for paid, just straight up paid placements, which we do a lot because it's faster, or you're going to go the route of kind of a skyscraper or statistical article that's written basically saying, hey, you've written a great article on XYZ topic, we have so much we have a detailed stats about it, would appreciate if you can link to us, things like that. So it totally depends on your approach, but the prospecting part is all through Ahrefs, and then you plug it into an emailing automation tool like Instantly or Pitchbox, and you can start your communication. The other thing I would suggest, and any new business or new link builder, is don't go after bigger sites right away. Let's say high DR sites or bigger sites right away. When your site is new, you can gain a lot just by getting links from smaller sites as well. DR 10 sites, DR 20 sites, as long as they are relevant to your niche and they're clean sites with decent traffic, even these links from small sites will move the needle. And then as you progress, that's when you start aiming for bigger sites, higher DR, bigger sites, because then as you start moving up the ranks and you're competing with more competitors and you start competing for keywords which have higher keyword difficulty rate, at that time you want to get only high authority links. So don't burn them right away in the beginning. So that's my strategy. And the last thing is mix different kinds of strategies for building links. Don't just rely on one. Don't just rely on building through guest posts or niche edits or digital PR or Hero. All sorts of link building strategies are good, because the goal if we follow is keep a diversified backlink profile. So don't stick with just one agency. That's if that agency is providing multiple forms of link building, great. Or if you are doing your own link building in-house, then definitely try different styles of building links, because that will make your link profile look natural. And also you will have a really good mix of sites that will be linking out to you. That will again make your backlink profile look very natural and safe.
Awesome. I think we just got a masterclass on link building here, at least on 101, right? I totally agree. One thing I'd highlight is what you said about some people call it link velocity, right? Just be careful in the beginning. You're not outpacing what that site should attract naturally. It's not a good practice. You're going to get that site in trouble. Well, Jabez, you have a wealth of knowledge, and I don't always ask what I really should be asking. So my favorite question I love to end these episodes with is, what did I not ask you that you're thinking, I don't understand why we're wrapping up here, and you didn't even ask me about this yet?
No, I think you asked, because my main thing I want to cover anytime I'm talking about SEO with anyone is that just get the 80-20 in place. You don't have to go really technical in one side. My take, even for my own sites, is that, okay, if there's something really technical, for example, if I have to get a technical SEO audit done, just hire a good technical SEO expert and get that thing done by them. Get a good audit and get it fixed too. You don't have to worry. You have to be a smart SEO instead of being the know-all everything SEO, right? So stick to being a smart SEO who gets what the 80-20 is, and does the site is built correctly, the content is being published, regularly with the right flow, and you're building links regularly each month. So that's 80-20, and stick to that, and make sure you're doing these few things, and you will rank, whether in Google or LLMs or any other new search engine that comes through, you will still be ranking. So I think that's how I see SEO evolving. That's how SEO has been, and that's how we keep evolving as the years and different algo updates keep coming through.
Oh, well, this has been fantastic, Jabez. Hopefully this helps people 80-20 and all the info you've shared here. And if they can't come to Shenzhen and meet us at the end of this week, where do you want people to look you up in case they have some more questions?
Right. So I can be followed on LinkedIn, Jabez Reuben, Facebook, same profile name, Jabez Reuben, and I have a YouTube channel. It's called Link Building Mastery. So you can follow me there as well.
Awesome. And don't forget to look up the blueprint. And if you're already active, Link Validator. And I'm definitely consider coming out when I can to the next event. Sure. So thank you so much for taking the time here, and looking forward to meeting you in person.
Awesome. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, Greg. Thank you so much. Thank you.